Subscribe to Books on Toast, or you know what? Neil Gaiman won't come to JLF. Hi, my name is Vivek, and I'm here today to review the book Killing Commendatore by Haruki Murakami. Yay, I'm a Murakami fan. So why did I pick this up? Clearly, because I'm a Murakami fan. This is his 14th novel, and I've read all his 13 books, and now 14, and his collection of short stories, and his non-fiction. Alright, so and for those who don't know who Murakami is a Japanese writer. He is extremely well known. He only writes in Japanese, and his books are translated into English. And beside English, it's translated in other 49 languages. Now, the thing about Murakami is that his themes are very weird. It is magic realism, it is surrealism, it is picaresque, it is everything that you cannot imagine. And only if you read them, that's when you'll understand where he comes from. What are the places that he goes to, and what are the places that he takes the reader to. And he's won awards such as the World Fantasy Award, the Franz Kafka Award, and the Franco Corner Award for short fiction. Alright, now let's talk about his new book, Killing Commendatore. Killing Commendatore is a huge book. It can be used as a doorstopper if you do not like reading big books. But if you like reading big books, then this book is just for you. It is about an unnamed protagonist whose wife leaves him. Yeah, she divorces him. He's sad, he's depressed, he's lonely, and he paints portraits of people. So what does he do? Of course, he takes to the mountain like any good man would, and he wants to just live in solitude. Did I also say that solitude is a major theme running across all of Murakami's books? So he goes to the mountains, who we shall call X or Y or Z. You can call him anything. He has no name in the book. A friend offers him to live in the mountains in a cabin, take care of it, and while he's there, he can paint and do whatever he wants. So that's that. But life is not easy for Murakami's protagonists. They have to have something exciting going on or something to interrupt their day-to-day life. So he starts living in the cabin, and he thinks he's going to live a very normal life, take time to get over his wife. He's going to paint and it's going to be all good. But this is a Murakami book, and nothing is as easy as it seems. So who does he meet? He meets a neighbor whose name is Menshiki, which literally means without color. Haha, see, he's painting portraits, he's without color. So yeah, well, anyway. So that's Menshiki, who is a very Gatsby-like character with a crop of white hair and swanky jaguars, and just a very extravagant lifestyle. And what this guy is all about, Murakami just explains that he is spying on another neighbor who lives on a mountain through some military binoculars, and that neighbor happens to be a 13-year-old girl who could be his daughter, Menshiki's daughter, that is, which I thought was very weird. And again, because it's a Murakami book, everything happens. It's like a rabbit hole in Alice in Wonderland. Everybody falls into it, and things happen for no good reason sometimes, and sometimes a very good reason. And I'm not going to tell you more about the plot, but this is what the book is really about in brief. And so Murakami just paints this world and he leaves the reader. He doesn't tie any loose ends. And that he does with every book, almost all the books that people would have read. This may seem like a rant, but it isn't. Don't get me wrong. I really love his books. But Killing Commendatore, while I love the prose and I love the sentences and I love the way he writes and all of that and yada yada yada, but something felt very, I was very uncomfortable perhaps with the 13-year-old girl reference. I was uncomfortable with some of the sex imagined and real. So that's just me as a reader, but I still love the writer. And most people might even agree or disagree with my views, but that's absolutely fine. But it's just that I was expecting more from this book, given I'm such a big fan of Murakami. Not that the book disappointed me, but it was alright. It was a little above average, and that was it. So after all this, I think Murakami, just like any other author, is extremely self-indulgent in this book. There's a lot of prose that could have been done away with. There's a lot of mention to genitalia that could have been done away with. I think there was no need of Menshiki as a character in itself. I think he's just too pointless in the book. And those are my thoughts about the book. Now, you should read this book if you really like Murakami and you are excited about picking up one of his latest book, that is. And I think you should read it definitely and gauge for yourself or judge for yourself whether you like it or not. You should read this book if you like themes of magic realism, surrealism, you like a picaresque novel, and you're generally excited by such themes in books. Do not read this book if you cannot handle big books, because then this book is definitely not for you. There are a lot of intertwined plots, you might lose some of the signs, and if you are the one who cannot read long books at a stretch, then definitely this book isn't for you. Alright, so definitely read Murakami if you like Marquez, Milan Kundera, Salman Rushdie, Elizabeth Kostova, and Orhan Pamuk. It will lead to a great snooze fest. No, sorry, it won't. But definitely read Murakami if you like these authors. It is as detailed, his books are as prose heavy, and a lot of intertwined plot lines. So this book is definitely for you if you like such books. So I give this book 1, 2, 3 Vivek head.